You know that feeling, right? When you bump into something totally new, something that just doesn't click, maybe even pushes back against what you.
Oh, yeah. That little internal flinch.
Yeah,
Well, it's human.
exactly. Our brains, they crave understanding, they look for patterns, they want comfort.
Yeah.
It's how we survived, basically.
Right. It's that evolutionary shortcut.
Hmm.
But here's the tricky part, and something our sources really dig into.
Hmm.
We tend to jump from, I don't get this, straight to, this is bad.
Yeah.
Or, maybe this is
You
scary.
conflate the two. Unknown equals negative.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And what's fascinating, and we explore this quite a bit in the deep dive, is how that old wiring, great for dodging predators back in the day,
Right, useful then.
can actually hold us back now in our world
No.
today. That first reaction can be really knee-jerk. Some studies even show it can dampen down the part of your brain needed for good thinking.
The critical thought part. And empathy, too.
Exactly. Your brain sort of defaults to the familiar.
So we stick with what we know, not because it's actually better, but just because it feels safer, less alarming.
It's comfortable. So our mission today really is to kind of flip that default,
Okay.
to help you maybe move past that bias for the familiar and see the unknown as, well, an opportunity.
Right, not a threat, but a chance to learn something.
Exactly. So instead of just dismissing an idea or maybe a person or even a tricky problem because it doesn't fit your current picture,
Yeah.
we want to show how just a small shift, a change in perspective, can really unlock some amazing growth. There's great work on this, thinking about a growth mindset where embracing the not knowing is actually fundamental.
Okay, so how do we actually do that? How do we, consciously push past that old instinct?
Well, one key idea that comes up is intellectual humility.
Which just doesn't mean thinking you're not smart.
Yeah, at all. It's more about recognizing, wow, there's a lot I don't know, and actually being willing to, learn more. Think about big shifts in history, like realizing the Earth goes around the sun, not the other way around,
Yeah, or germs causing diseases, stuff that seems obvious now.
right? Or quantum mechanics, wild stuff. They all faced huge resistance at first. Why? Because they totally shattered what everyone thought they knew.
They were deeply uncomfortable ideas.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that links to another insight from research on innovation.
Okay.
Teams that were actually encouraged to sit with that discomfort, that feeling of, I don't understand this yet.
Instead of running from it.
Right. They actually ended up being way more innovative. Breakthroughs happened because they didn't just default to the easy answer. They wrestled with the ambiguity.
And that's not just for, scientists or tech people. That applies to everyday stuff, too.
Totally. Think about a conversation where someone has a completely different viewpoint,
Okay, yeah.
or maybe some new tech that feels baffling, or a cultural thing that seems strange at first.
Mm-hmm.
That feeling, I don't get this, it doesn't have to be a stop sign. It could be the starting line.
Ah, I like that. Not a dead end, but a starting gun. So what's the takeaway for you listening right now?
It really boils down to trying to cultivate curiosity, instead of immediate judgment.
Right.
The big shift happens when you can replace, I don't get it, so it's wrong, with something more like, okay, I don't get this yet. What can I learn here?
That little word yet
Yeah.
makes a huge difference.
It really does. It's
Yeah.
not about blindly accepting everything new, obviously.
No.
It's about being open to engaging with it first, understanding before deciding.
And our deep dive really shows how that openness, that willingness to learn, it fuels empathy, doesn't it?
Absolutely. And personal growth, professional growth.
Uh.
It helps you connect with different kinds of people, different cultures.
Lets you tackle really complex problems too, maybe, because the answer might be hidden in a perspective you haven't considered.
Or in a truth, it feels a bit unsettling initially.
So the practical step then, next time you feel that confusion that this doesn't make sense, resist that automatic urge, the one that wants to label it bad or wrong.
Just pause.
Take a breath and ask yourself honestly, what can I learn here? What's the potential understanding I could gain?
Mm-hmm. Because maybe, and this is the thought to kind of leave you with,
Yeah.
maybe the really profound insights, those deep connections, the biggest leaps forward, maybe they're actually hiding right there.
Right, and those messy, sometimes confusing moments of just not understanding.
Yeah.
Yeah.